Mhm. These class action lawsuits during the 1950s and 60s, yeah. Civil rights groups used class action to fight school segregation, yeah. Mhm. Job discrimination, housing, and voting restrictions. Now, I think there's a very real class action lawsuit for those that are of the age that they can file for cause actions. Yes, they should not be included in protection orders. Yep. Without speaking to the parent and speaking to some sort of court appointed counsel. Yeah. Mhm. Now, it's possible that my sons think I'm a dick. Mhm. And they wanted all that child support. Now, there's the possibility that they don't like me. Do you realize that, Judge? Yes. And they've just been aching to be able to get their hands on my homeless money. Now, this civil rights violation that involves the obstruction of their use of the judicial system is child abuse. Pooch. Now, it could be one of these big class action lawsuits where every child learns that at the time in their individual states that they have the legal right to file a for cause action. Yes. The state has an obligation to protect that right. And to make sure that if they are ever included in a protection order as a minor named, yes, that they did have the actual jurisdiction to do that. Now, being the lead plaintiffs in these, being that supportive parent that said, well, if you can get some money out of me, you get it. I've always told you, if I have the legal right to take your assets, I will. And if I have the right to have you prosecuted, I will. Yes. And I'll make absolutely sure that every child in every state does know the state's requirements. Yes. To be able to use the judicial system of the individual states. Now, for a lot of those that are 14 years old and over, yes, that are going to want to find out. And then they look at the parent that they're living with and they find out, well, actually, she kidnapped me. Right. They used forgery to issue the court order. Yes. My own parent wasn't there at the time of the issuance of it. Yes. And my father never got any notice or opportunity to have been heard. And then there's the number of arrests that I've experienced. Yes. That really did violate their rights as the minors named. Now, when you think about adding up all of these different class action reasons for this civil rights violating class action, I think it's 100 billion. But get me the actual laws in each and every state that makes it a crime to obstruct any child from the use of the judicial system. Yeah. To file a for cause action against any oath badge attorney. Yes. Any civil rights coordinator. Yes. Any superintendent or principal. Yes. And any mandatory report.